This video contains certain scenes of which those with any past problems of seizures and or heart conditions may want to avoid watching. Anyone prone to seizures from white noise, such as on televisions, may find this hard to watch. Please be cautious when watching this video. Thank you. Hello everyone. My name is 1132 Crazy Masters, and we are playing Everlasting Summer. Now, in my last video, I said that I've been really sick, for the last week and a half or something like that, somewhere right around there. That's why I haven't been posting videos. Well, my cold is getting better, just so everyone knows. Flu's getting better, but it's still there. You can still feel it. So we're just gonna do a little visual novel, something that I can use to keep my voice relaxed until it's back to 100%. Just something calm and easygoing. Anyway, this game is a work of fiction in its author's imagination. It does not aim to offend, insult, or discriminate anyone on the religious, social, economical, species, or any other basis. Any violation of the player's aesthetic sensitivity, active citizenship, or any other spiritual impulse lies on their conscience. Any resemblance of the characters to your real or imaginary friends, neighbors, colleagues, tulpas is entirely coincidental. Not sure what a tulpas is. All the heroines are 18 years old, and they've confirmed their consent on participating in this game in written form. An excerpt from the screenwriter's medical history can be provided on demand. The game does not contain any propaganda of voluntary or not ending one's life. Not a single mascot, animal, or human was hurt during the game's creation. Happy reading. Oh, I will read happily. I hope you guys enjoy this. Yes. I love visual novels, especially good ones. Alright. New game. I have no idea what this is about. I don't have any idea what I'm getting into here, so hopefully this is good. I was having that dream once again. That dream. Same thing every night, but it's all forgotten in the morning, as usual. Maybe it's for the best. Only a glimpse of memory will remain of gates half opened, as if inviting me somewhere, with two frozen stone pioneers standing close by. And also that strange girl who keeps asking me, will you come with me? Come. But where? And why? And where am I anyway? Of course, if it all happened in real life, I would certainly have been scared. Oh, what else would one expect to feel? But this is just a dream. The same one I see every night. There must be a reason. You don't have to know where or why to realize something is really happening. Something desperately seeking my attention. Since everything that surrounds me here is real. As real as things in my own flat. I could open the gates, hear the hinges creak, brush the crumbling rust away with my hand, inhale the fresh cool air and shiver from the cold. I could. But to do that, I would need to pick myself up, take a step, move my hand. But this is a dream. I understand that. But what of it? What does my understanding change? Because here it's just like, probably sounded great to you guys, didn't it? I'm trying to do this without making too much noise on you guys' end. Okay, let's try this again, shall I? But ears, just like on the other side of the cracked screen of an old TV, which struggles to fight against static noise and strives to show its audience everything without missing a single detail. But the picture is getting blurry. I must be waking up soon. Maybe I should ask her something. The girl. What's her name? About the stars, for instance. Why the stars, though? I'd rather ask about the gate. Yes, the gates. She would be so surprised. Or better, why the dot over an I was called a tittle, but the dot over a J was called a superscript dot. Nice letters. As if they don't exist anymore. Still, what do letters, gates, and stars have to do with this place? Because even if I'm having this dream every night, which will be forgotten soon anyway, I've got to look for answers here and now. And there, if you look carefully, you can see them. I'm not sure how to say that word. Magellanic clouds. As if I'd ended up in the southern hemisphere. In a dream, there are all the small things that catch your attention. An unnatural color of grass, impossible curves of straight lines, or your own distorted reflection, while the real danger, which could put an end to everything right here and now, seems trivial. It's natural, since here you cannot die. I know it for sure. We've done it hundreds of times. But if you can't die, is there a point in living? I should ask the girl. She's a local, she should know. Yes, exactly. I should ask her about the owl, for example. One strange bird it is. Oh, it doesn't matter. Will he come with me? And every time I have to answer, it's the only way. Otherwise the dream will never end, and I will never wake up. Ooh, I can either go with her or stay there. Yeah, I'll go with her, why not? Every time it's so hard to decide on the answer. Where am I? What am I doing here? Who is she? And why does so much in my life depend on this answer? Or maybe it doesn't. It's just a dream after all. Just a dream. I'm going to try and make this episode like 20 minutes, maybe 30 minutes long. And I don't think I'm going to cut anything out of this this playthrough. And I might do multiple playthroughs of it if you guys want me to. Because I heard that there was multiple endings to it. The computer screen stared at me as if it was alive. Whoa, what's going on? Okay, I'll be right back. I guess I screwed something up. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. I'm not sure what happened there. But, I guess I must have hit like a skip button. I thought it was just like a next. But apparently it was a skip. I want to try and keep this cursor out of the way as much as possible. I'm sure that was annoying there in the beginning. The computer screen stared at me as if it was alive. Sometimes it really did seem to me that it was conscious of itself, had its own thoughts and wishes, ambitions, that it had feelings, could love and suffer. As if in our relationship, the screen wasn't an instrument. It was me who was a lifeless piece of plastic and textilite. There's some truth in that. Probably because the computer provides 90% of my communication with the outside world. Anonymous image boards, some chats from time to time, rarely ICQ or Jabber, and forums even more rarely. People on the other end of the internet cable simply do not exist. All of them are simply creations of its sick imagination, an error in the source code, or a kernel bug, which started living a life of its own. That lamp? Yes, the ceiling light. Okay. If one looked at my existence from the outside, such thoughts would seem crazy, and a psychologist would surely give me a bunch of sophisticated sophisticated diagnostics. I'm gonna diagnosis. Okay, sophisticated diagnosis, and maybe write me a doctor's referral to the loony bin. For some reason, diagnosis doesn't sound right to me. I feel like I should say diagnostics, but maybe I'm the one that's in the wrong. I don't know. Curtains. Light. Window. A small apartment with no signs of repair, or any semblance of order in it, and always the same view out the window on the great megalopolis, running somewhere day and night. Such are the conditions of my life. Well, of course it didn't all start like this. I was born, went to school, and finished it like all the others. I was accepted at a university where I spent a year and a half trailing behind and struggling. I drifted through several jobs. Sometimes they were working out quite well. Sometimes I was even getting decent money for it. But it all felt like it was not mine, as if taken from another man's biography. I wasn't living life to its fullest. It was looping over and over in monotonous circles, like in the movie Groundhog Day. It's just that I had no choice in how to spend my day, and every day repeated itself with the same vicious spiral. A spiral of emptiness, misery, and despair. I feel like my microphone's about to fall off me again. For the last few years, I just sat in front of the screen all day. Sometimes there were menial jobs. Sometimes my parents helped me. All in all, I was able to provide for myself. No wonder, really, since my needs are quite minor. I hardly ever leave my home, and my communication with other people almost exclusively consists of online correspondence with the anonymous, who have no real name, no gender, no age. So, in brief, a quite typical life of a quite typical antisocial person of his time. Kind of a Donnie Darko on a minor scale, without doomsday-related visions. This is kind of dark. Maybe some highly respected author will write a novel about me. It will become a contemporary classic of modern literature. Or I will write one myself. However, what's the point of fooling myself? I tried many times, but couldn't even come up with a simple short story. I tried to learn many other things as well. Not gifted enough to draw. Programming got bored. Foreign languages takes too much time. Speaking of which, I really want to learn some Japanese, like really badly. I've gotten into visual novels. Like, I've really gotten into them here. Like, since I've been sick, I've been reading them. And they're extremely good. I didn't have an idea how good they really were. Like, I vaguely heard of them before. And I got one and I read it and I was like, I gotta get more of these. So, I really enjoy these. The only thing that I loved doing was reading. Still, I never would have called myself a scholar. Perhaps I was an ace at watching anime and a grandmaster of lame internet jokes. If I were to get paid for it, I'd probably be a happy person, and a richer person too. But I doubt it would fill the hole inside me. This is kind of depressing, man. I hope it takes an uplifting turn here soon. Today was another typical day of a typical failurer's typical life. And today is the day when I have to go to my university reunion. Frankly speaking, I really didn't want to. What's the point? The time I spent with them was so short. However, I was persuaded by a friend, my former university mate, and one of the few with whom I kept in touch other than through the internet. I hope you guys can understand me well enough. Like I'm enunciating well enough for you guys to understand me. If not, you can obviously read it for yourselves. But, I hope that I'm at least enunciating well enough for you guys. A frosty evening. Bus stop. Waiting. I never liked winter. Though hot summer is not my season either. It's just that I see no reason to point out any particular time of the year. It doesn't matter much what the weather is outside when you stay at home 24/7. The bus today was running so late that I was about to curse it all to my last few hundred rubles for a taxi. Is that rubles or it's supposed to be rubies? I'm gonna stick with rubles for now, I guess. The idea of just returning home didn't cross my mind for some reason. As usual, millions of thoughts flew through my head, but there was not a single useful one to seize on. Such a thought that you could bring into existence, give a shape, turn into an idea, and put into practice. I wonder if this story is based on the author itself, or herself. Maybe I could start my own business. But where would I get the money from? Maybe I could go back to working in an office. No way. Maybe I should try freelancing. But what skills do I have, and who would want me after all? I suddenly remembered my childhood. 20 minutes? Okay. Sorry, I just want to check the time real quick. Rather, my teen years, the time when I was 15 to 17 years old. What exactly those years? No idea. I guess it's because back then everything was much more simple. It was easier to make decisions, so complicated now and so simple then. Waking up in the morning, I knew exactly how my day was going to pass, and I always eagerly looked forward to the weekend. Then I could get some rest and have time for the things I liked. Computer, football, going out with friends. And then, at the beginning of next week, I'd take up my studies again. I hope you guys don't hear in the background the big-ass heater that's right here that keeps going off. If you can't, I am sorry. Take up my studies again. Back then, there were no such worrying questions like, why? Who needs it? What will change if I do it? Or what will not change? A simple lifestyle, so casual for any normal person, and so odd to myself today. that careless childhood age. It was also then that I met my first love. Her appearance and personality have vanished from my memory. Only her name remains, like a brief line from a social network profile, along with the feelings which overwhelmed me when I was with her. Affection, tenderness, the desire to take care of her and to protect her. Sadly, it didn't last long. Today I can hardly imagine something like that happening. I'd probably like to meet a girl, but I don't know how to start a conversation, what on earth to discuss, and how to attract her. Well, I haven't met any suitable girls for a long time, but where could I meet one anyway? Well, they hold little clubs you can go to. It's like one of those 30-second, hey, what's up type deals for 5 minutes or something. Hey, there's online dating, there's walking down the street to meet someone. The sound of an engine brought me back to reality. A bus pulled over. There was something abnormal about it, I thought. Then again, it doesn't matter. Only the 410 runs this route. I hope my shirt isn't messing with the okay. I hope my shirt isn't messing with the capture. Making it all fuzzy and stuff for you. I really hope it's not. Street lights pass me by. It's as if they're cold light sparks inside of me, trying to ignite my feelings. Trying to ignite feelings long dead. Or maybe not ignite, just awaken them. Because of those feelings, they've been living in me for a long time, slumbering and waking up again. My driver's radio was playing some very familiar tune. I wasn't listening to it. I was watching the cars passing by through the fogged up window. Because people are always rushing somewhere, chasing something they need, stuck in their own little worlds. Why would they care about mine? They probably have their own serious problems. Or maybe they have much easier lives. They can't know for sure since all people are different. Or are they? Sometimes someone's actions can easily be predicted, but if you try to look inside his soul, you'll only see impenetrable darkness. Wow. The bus was approaching downtown, and my thoughts were interrupted by the bright city lights. Where is this? Because it's snowing. Is it like in northern China or something? That's what I'm going to assume. Northern China. Hundreds of billboards, thousands of cars, millions of people. Because I don't think it snows in Japan, does it? Comment, let me know, but I don't think it does. I watched this light show, and somehow I got terribly sleepy. My eyes closed just for a moment, and then why is it lagging? Whoa, okay. So I guess this is the opening cutscene then, huh? Three girls. Okay. Hopefully this isn't like Pedo Bear. I hope this isn't like this doesn't get sexual. definitely got some suggestive themes. A cat. I'm assuming that says Everlasting Summer. Day 1. Yeah, I think we're going to end it on that. We're going to end it on day 1. Bright daylight struck my eyes. Right, yeah, I think we're going to end it there. I hope you guys like this first video, or this first part in the series. If you want to keep, if you want to see more of this, just let me know. I'm probably going to keep doing it anyway, just because it's nice on my voice, and so far it's fairly interesting. I'd like to keep going with it. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Slap that like button. So do what you guys do. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.